Shalom, shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rokah Quadash, the ones who the apostle nails with a great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, have mercy upon you. Okay, got a little quick video. It's not long. And it reads, how quickly a power-up accident can escalate. So in other words, it's a chain reaction crash that occurred on this interstate. And the point I'm going to make here is that, American people, they are very, 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 very comfortable. And now that a lot of you all beginning to feel that lack of comfort in America. Why am I speaking on it? Because just like you see what I'm about to show you, these cars piling up on this interstate, and they are literally just crashing it and hitting one another, right? Going full speed. Most of you all's brains work just like this here. Meaning, most of you all are so dumb until you all just like these cars just piling up on top of one another. That's how ignorant most people in America is. And here's the example of what I'm talking about. Let me see something. Make sure I got it up. Check this out. I know y'all probably seen it. It's not a new video, but it's something I was thinking about. So look it up. Listen up. Look and listen.
I know. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're fine. Here comes that. Oh shit. My car's gone.
Y'all see that? Look at how those people, you would think they would see this here. But, 9 times out of 10, most of the people they're not looking upward. Most of them are looking down, playing on their phone, driving. And they just literally might as well be crash dummy testers. That's how a lot of you all brains work when we be trying to teach you and tell you things and try to y'all just literally don't have, let's just look that word up, which is discernment, right? Let me see something. Definition of discernment. The ability to judge well. Now, judge well, that can go two ways, meaning spiritual and outside of that spiritual aspect of you understanding and seeing a certain situation and you get yourself out of it. But if everybody just brain, it's just like a bunch of zombies. Let me put it that way. I know y'all seen them zombie movies where they be walking around. Zombies. Y'all a bunch of zombies, man. Literally. And you think, some of y'all may think this is insulting. Some of y'all may think I'm just making, what's the word I'm looking for? Just being an asshole or whatever. No. This is most of you all brain. Like that commercial used to have, this is your brain on crack. For those of you all a little old enough, you know what I'm talking about. But the ability to judge well. These are some similar words. Judgment. Judgment. Just like a lot of you all do not understand judgment. What judgment? The judgment that you see here. You see these people here. It just, let me give you another example. Say, you got an airplane. 732, 750, whatever the name of the largest plane that they have that holds about 250 people or better. All those people, just say that plane crash. You all don't understand that at that moment, every single person that was on that plane supposed to get on that plane. For what? For judgment. Because the Heavenly Father, let's see, this sermon again, judgment. Let me see. Enlightenment, sensitivity, subtlety, perception. The perception of what? Of seeing things as it is, or seeing things, just mainly just paying attention and having good discernment concerning what's real or what's fake, or just overall aspects of your daily life. You don't necessarily have to deal with a car crash. I gave you a couple of examples of what I was talking about, right? But shrewdness, cleverness, intelligence, sharpness, wisdom, awareness, which is a great one, a real good one. Awareness, you being aware of your surroundings, not just driving. Some of the people were driving what? They hadn't even. Like they just totally just blind, just crashing into cars at 60, 70, 80 miles an hour. There was a lot of deaths on. I can imagine that. Let's read this guy's thing he got up here, right? He said, this is the guy Page Amon. He said, change reaction, crash, often called multi-vehicle pileup, happens when one collision on the freeway sets off a domino effect of cars slamming into each other. These accidents are especially dangerous because each new impact increases the force in the number. That's right, because now when you hit a car, if you got 15, 20 cars piled up, and especially one or two 18-wheelers in there, you hit that 18-wheeler going at 80 miles an hour, you're not going to get no force for it to propel to make your accident about 50%. Because normally when you hit a vehicle, you don't. That's just like hitting a vehicle head on. In other words, and that's not pretty. Two vehicles hit head on, they going just say 50 miles an hour. That's a deadly crash. These accidents are especially dangerous because each new impact increases the force and the number of people injured. The main culprit are tailgating, speeding. Tailgating meaning what? Being too close to the car, tailgating and not paying attention. Yes. And most of y'all are women, and you know it. Women drive all the time, man. I be blowing my horn all the time at women playing on their phone. Not saying men don't do it too, they do it too, but y'all know very well women do that way more than men ever do. They probably don't put them on the I can imagine how many, let me see something. How many accidents, let's see something. I've got to use my wording. Let's see something. How many people die by accidents yearly looking at their phones? Let's see what I get. It says in 2023, National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported 3,275 deaths in crashes involving distracted drivers, a decrease from the previous in in year of 2022, 368 fatal crashes. See, y'all be directly attributed to what? To drivers using cell phones, which what resulted in 402 deaths. Y'all, this is what y'all do. Here they broke it down right here in 2023. 3,275 people died in what? In distraction affected crashes. In 2022, 3,308 people died in distraction. They ain't talking about this here. They're not talking about this here. With 368 fatal crashes involving cell phone use resulting in 402 deaths in 2021, 3,500 and 22 people died in crashes involving distraction. Yes, but again, you're too comfortable. People have what? They're not using their heads. Just like most people don't use their head anyway. Americans are what? They are selfish as hell. And who is more selfish than females, women? Period. Well, y'all be wanting to hear it all the time, but just like you all get on here and I'm talking about you women, especially you get on here and you every time you get on here you talking about a damn man. Right? I say about 30% of my videos that I put out is about women. Because y'all play, especially Eve, because y'all play a very, very important role in this devil's kingdom, man. And but y'all do not understand judgment of the Lord. All these cars pile up, and all the death that came from this chain reaction crash is what? Is all in the result of the Heavenly Father doing what? That's His work. Whether you believe it or whether you even care or whether you even give a damn. Let's read some of these comments here. Generally, Christian says, at first I thought everyone was driving into the pile, but then realizing brake lights were on and how shiny the roads were. She don't know what she was looking at. How many of you people you see with brake lights on? No. Yeah, just can't drive looking only two cars in front of you. Always look way down the road with a possible escape. And 99% of the people, they're not doing that. Especially over here in America. They expect things to be what? To be, not what you expect a car to be what? Just piled up on the freeway. They don't do that. And it's easy, especially in a city, man. They don't necessarily have to be a large city, a major city, man. A pile up can be in rural and country areas, especially at night. When you come around, you can imagine coming around a bend at night, 60 miles an hour, 50 to 60 miles an hour, and that's real fast coming. And when you don't have no street lights, how you think they deals hit them all the time, right? Because they stand in the middle of the road, they can't stop in time. It said it's called ice. There ain't no damn ice. It ain't cold out there. Daniel say it's called ice. That was the problem. Could have just written that and say there's no ice out there. This is not ice. This is not no ice. Watch it again. He says ice.
I know.
You know why the 18-wheeler seen it right there? Because he's sitting high. That's why he seen it. And that might be the best one that an actual didn't just run, which was a good thing. Cause he looked to be carrying about another 20,000 pounds on the back of that thing. It looked like some type of tractor or something. So hey, that was a great thing. He probably saved plenty of lives because can you imagine all all that weight going into them cars, he would have moved. He probably he would have did a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Let me read some more of these comments. So Daniel, you don't know what the hell you talking about. Hold on, let me hit he replies. Let me see what they say. Somebody say replied to him, it's not just ice. It's idiots driving way too fast for what? For conditions. That's right. Ain't no damn ice. It ain't cold out there. It ain't no ice on the ground. It ain't. You don't see no ice on the ground because here's the pavement right here on the side over here, and the guy was standing where the guy's standing at. It's no ice on the ground, right? So they calling him out. Daniel, somebody else replied to him, it's not ice, but stupidity. They drive way too fast in the condition, especially if there is a blockage ahead. Exactly. And I guess it was in Texas. And it's Texas. Worst drivers ever. Hey man, when I tell you these people drive like fools, man, y'all think they drive bad? Well, I don't think nobody drive better than New Yorkers. They just as worse in Texas. Ain't no letting you over. Ain't no none of that respecting, get on over or what, none of that. So they do drive bad in Texas. Somebody hitting Daniel again. Why drive at that speed on ice? Ain't no ice. He's somebody believe in him. Let's get out of his comments. Let me click off this thing. Let me go back up here. What Daniel? Let me click off this. Damn. I guess I can't remember what the hell I was. Anyway, let's just scroll up. Okay, Lori Owen says, back in the day, we would have been on the horn, CB, and let operators know far ahead of this, so they could get stopped and shut down the road. Strange, Boardwalkie says, strange how the truck managed to slow down enough to do a little damage. And like I just said, yet all the cars flew in. He can see. And what makes it even better, he's a truck driver. No one drives better than a truck driver. Truck drivers always see way ahead, right? But these cars, and most of y'all, these women driving these cars, man, hey man, I guarantee you, boy, most of the accidents, I would look it up, but I don't want to stop this. I'm not trying to be that long tonight. It's strange how the truck managed to slow down enough to do a little damage. That's right. That's it. Let me see. Hold on, I gotta click on some more comments right here. I don't want to reply. I think it's some comments. Okay, he says Jason says, when I took motorcycle lessons, man, can you imagine if somebody was on a motorcycle, man? Good God. A motorcycle and don't see it, and you ride on a bike and you ram into them car, ain't that gonna be left for him. He said, when I took a motorcycle lesson, I was taught to look well into the distance for obstacles. 23 years riding, no accidents. If I see a pileup, I slow down well ahead on bike or car, and there is no excuse for in drive. Well, did you know what though? You seen that truck, that 18-wheeler come down that side on the right hand side, and two cars that had managed to stop, and they was on the side of they jumped across that thing. Just imagine he was on a motorcycle and he seen it, he stopped right there in them cars, and he's sitting on that motorcycle in them cars right there. He'd have been taken right on down the highway with them cars. So that's not a good thing. That if you're gonna, the best is just park his bike and get off of it and just hope nobody don't tear it up, because it's gonna happen. You know what? Let's just. I think it's finna happen right. Let's just take it back right here. Let me prove what I was talking about. When you talking about a bike, he said that he stopped way ahead. But look how far they stopped ahead, and look what happened. Look. Here it comes right here. Ooh, she hit home. Ooh, she
Oh
did.
my gosh. Hold your time. Here comes that 12-6. My car's gone.
Here you go right here. He says car gone. He took two on. That guy just was saying, this is the where I was trying to get. He said, when I took motorcycle lessons, I was taught to look well into the distance for obstacles. But this is where he would be 9 times out of 10. He'd be sitting on the side of the median where these two vehicles at, and look what happened to him. Way down there. Bad thing, y'all. Bad. Read some more comments, y'all. I'm gonna get into the lesson. I'm not gonna be long tonight. Not gonna be long tonight, y'all. Let me see. Jim Van Stint says, you can tell from the comments, a lot of people have never experienced black ice. That's not black ice, man. It's not cold. It's not. And then that's Texas. The accident isn't happening because of low visibility. They literally can't stop because of that. Man, you see, this somebody making excuses and just running their damn mouth. And you all see clearly that those cars, most of the cars, ran slapping to the people at 60 to 70 miles an hour. I mean, and they right up on the. See it again. You don't think I'm lying. They right up on it. Ain't none of them cars. He said again, you can tell from the comments, a lot of people have never experienced black ice. We all didn't experience black ice except for, I say Californians and probably Florida or whatever. But people know what black ice is. And this is not a case of black ice right here. These people are not stopping because they can't see, because they're not paying attention. That's the most. Let's look at it again. They're not paying attention. Look at that. They're not paying attention, man. Until they just right there. You can't stop no car. I don't care. You cannot stop no vehicle, no car if you you what? We just say 20 them cars about what? About 2 to 3 car lengths from one another. Some were closer than that, right behind one another. And then they what? Speed. They speed. Gisbell said, Gisciel, the middle book says, maybe it's just me, but whenever I'm driving down a highway or the roads are wet and I see flashing blue lights in a cluster of cars, I tend to slow down. That's somebody got some pretty good sense there. This was in Fort Worth, Texas, on the what? On the 35 SB toll road. He say black ice on a section of the road, going on the section. Why didn't on the whole road? Just on one section of it. Anyway, this was in Fort Worth, Texas, on the 35 SB toll road. Black ice on a section of the road, going downhill. It ain't going down no hill unless it's right there at the that's not no hill. I don't see no hill, at least in what I'm looking at. Section of the road going downhill. People couldn't see ahead over the crest of the small hill. That traffic was stopped, and they couldn't stop in time once they did see it. Whew, a lot of people lost their lives. People, you know what? I'm seeing I looked that up, y'all. See how many people died on that. Let's see, can I pick it up? See, can I put it up, y'all? What did I say? Car piled up in Fort Worth, Texas on 335 West SB Toll Road. How many people died? Let's see. Shortly after 6
According to Facebook, shortly after 6 a.m., 135 vehicles collided on the southbound toll lane of I-35 West. In total, 62 people were injured and 6 people lost their lives. On the anniversary of this tragedy, we remember the lives lost and those forever impacted that morning.
Wow. 135 vehicles, man, collided on the southbound toll. I pulled it up. Didn't think I was going to get it. The young lady named Jenny Horn is the one reason I pulled it up, because I used her information. So she said 6 people died, but 62 people were injured. Wow. That's not too bad for what we seen. I know that lady. I know that person. I don't know if it was a lady or a man, but 9 times 10 was a woman. The little one with a small little car. She hit pretty hard. She didn't stop, and then a car. Then she turned to the side, and that was on the driver's side. Then that white truck came right behind her and hit her at. I know. He had to be going about 80 miles an hour. So I know that person that had to be one of the ones that lost their life. So hey, 6 people died. 6 people died. How many people died in the Fort Worth car pile up? 6. Only 6 people died, y'all. So anybody say 6. So hey, let me see. There were 5 people here in Texas. Okay. They say 6 people. I thought it was way more than that. But dozens more was injured. So it was 100. It was 135 cars. Wow, that's a lot of cars. That's a car lot. Christopher says, you would think the FedEx guy would radio to oncoming trucks. Hey, accident piling up. Why they ain't turn their flashes on though? Not the one that was. I'm quite sure them people probably was injured or probably knocked out or whatever. But someone should have turned their flashes on, man. It said, would radio to upcoming trucks. Hey, accident piling up. Everyone slow down going X direction on X highway, expressway, etc. Jake Nielsen say, bro, the amount of people who hit the brakes like half a second before, exactly half a second before impact is insane. I don't know what that other guy was talking about. Talking about them people was it's black. Ain't no black ice. They right up on the car, like he said. A second before the impact is insane. The truckers were damn near the only ones who were able to apply the brakes as early as possible. That's right. Cause truckers are better drivers than anyone, man. Let's see. Let's hear the reply. Someone said, tell me you know nothing about weight differential without telling me those 18-wheelers have tons of weight. It helped them slow down in these types of conditions. Now, as a car with black ice, man, shut up. It's that same dude arguing with this person here, this Jake Nielsen, arguing with him that they was. I mean, he can't be looking at the same thing we looking at, because right there they stopped right there and bam. Now, as the car was black ice and lights, vehicles. I don't want to sing it. Hey, this fool again, Jake Nielsen. You can tell in this video where people started applying their brakes. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know who this Jake Nielsen is. He's retarded or something, man. He said, Jake Nielsen, you can tell in this video where people started applying their brakes. When you apply brakes while on black ice, it's like you aren't even applying them, because your wheels stop, but your car keeps all the momentum. Somebody else coming at this fool. Actually, no, because they hit the brakes a while, because it takes longer for them to actually stop, except for because of the everybody coming in here. Anyway, y'all, that's it, y'all. Hold on, let me read. Brooke McFadden says, this was in Texas. These drivers aren't used to dealing with black ice like those up north. That's right. Ain't no hell of a black ice in no damn Texas like that, man. I mean, sometimes very seldom that you see that it's just not in the South. It's just not prevalent like that, man. Not like that. Up north, that's something different. Especially down there, boy. I been driving in that Chicago weather, man. I mean, ain't no stopping on that ice. You can stop and you still gonna roll and hit a car. I did it. They tried to let engine brake instead of sliding the stock wheels. Exactly what I thought. You don't want to hit brakes on ice anyway. Yeah, because riding your brakes on ice is just stupidity. Anyway, alright, y'all. Like I was saying, a lot of you all and most of you all don't use your heads, because you're so comfortable over here in Babylon, which is America, to where y'all don't pay attention to nothing. And you're not even, because again, most of the people over here in America, they selfish as hell. They selfish, and they can care less about long as ain't none of them. What I'm looking for? 2 Corinthians. I'm looking for 2 Corinthians. Hold up. 5 and verse 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Mashiach, that everyone may receive the thing done in his body, according to that he has done, whether it be good or bad. So the purpose is me explaining judgment, because regardless of where you are, whether you're on a plane, whether you're in a car, whether you just in the neighborhood, or you get caught by a straight bullet or whatever, these things, when you see, especially most of the people, I thought way more people than 6 people had lost their lives. That's really what made me want to do the video on it, and go into what concerning judgment. According to that he has done, whether it be good or bad. Knowing therefore the terror of the Lord, we persuade men, but we are made manifest unto God. And our trust also are made manifest in your conscience. That's being what? Again, these cell phones get a lot of people lives taken, because people, again, they don't pay attention to what they're doing. Hey man, this is, I can make videos every hour on an hour, like I'm gonna make it on Eve, concerning the judgment of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is Job 4 and verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Even I have seen they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. But by the blast of thy power they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. Meaning the wicked. And I don't know why y'all be thinking, most people be thinking, I just like most of these people be telling these stories about some of them you be telling these. I mean, some of it actually dreams, but a lot of people be willing, man. I can tell when a person, one of the best times to know when a person is willing, man, concerning them telling a dream, is when they talk about everybody died but they family. They whole family live. No. That's not how the Lord works, man. I know damn well everybody in your family, and then we in the devil's kingdom, Esau, Edom kingdom. Most of your people, whether my people or whoever, most of our asses, you be lucky to get 1 and possibly 2 out of family. That's I'm talking about out of 12 or 13 sisters or brothers, you be lucky to get one person that that's not that's you really lucky to get one person that know the truth out of all 13 people. One, two is two even rare. So they just make it up as they go. Where I want now? Let's stay in Job. Let's go Job 19 and 1929. Be afraid of the sword. Then that sword is Esau Edom. Actually, Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He was blessed with that sword. And notice here, just like you see a never-ending crashes, this pile up. This is how people are going to be what? In the days that we are coming upon, which is going to be Jacob's trouble. Which we in Jacob's trouble. We're in the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Like never before. Y'all think y'all see these cars piled up. Wait till you see them bodies piled up. Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth what? The punishments of the sword. That ye may know there is what? There is a judgment. Can't say it enough. Amos 3 and 6. Shall the trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord had not done it? This is all this is what? The judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. And only 6 people's lives got taken. Hey, I'm quite sure a lot of people got limbs messed up and everything, man. That's a lot of, especially 2. Well, you know what though? Like one person said, the 18-wheeler probably say, you know what? Yeah, I think I seen about two 18-wheelers up in there. They turn sideways. They saved a lot of people. Yeah, guarantee you, they saved a lot of people. Them 18-wheelers when they turn side to side, that stopped a lot of that crashing. Which is momentum on what? On other cars. Because why? Because they were with the one that was outside them 18-wheelers. That's who got the worst of the worst. What I want? Isaiah 45:7. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord Yahweh, do all these things. So the judgment of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is always of the Heavenly Father. When you see multiple people, your people ain't special. Just like my people are special. Nobody's family is special and excluded from what? From the judgment of the Heavenly Father. We got a bad habit, especially you women. Y'all got a bad habit of that, and thinking that's just like. And what I mean by that, think about it. You can turn on the computer and you'll see a woman, wicked ass son, nothing but a straight robber or jacker, and then been taking life left and right. Son dies, and she say what? He ain't never hurt nobody. He ain't did nothing to nobody. He was a good son. Just like all these old whorish women, when their lives get taken, when they just set up multiple guys, dozens of guys to get jacked and get life being taken, and then they want to turn around and say that she was a good person. No. Hood niggas and hood tramps ain't no good, and they all is deserving of what? To be destroyed, especially during this time in the devil's kingdom. 1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. So whatever purpose, I tell you, whether it's a plane, car pile up, a straight bullet in the hood, or whatever, or a bear coming out the woods, or a lion grabbing you, all these things are what? Is of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Last but least, Psalms. Hold up. I want Psalm. No, hold up. 68. Psalm 68 and 20. That's what I want. Psalm 68 and verse 20. Psalm 68 and 20. He that is our God is the God of salvation. And unto thy power, God, the Lord, belongeth the issues from death. So the Heavenly Father, every death that ever caused, even you just died in your sleep, all these are what? Are the issues of what? Issues from death belonging to what? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. So when that normal say call halal Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rokakwadash Shalom.